Is that all you got?
What's good, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man Shaddick Stick dropping some hot faraga on this mic. Today we're going to be talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and more specifically the 10 plus DLC characters that weren't confirmed, or the 10 DLC slots that were recently found in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's World of Light mode. Now, if you guys don't already know, we have this season pass for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's called the Fighters Pass, and it's supposed to guarantee us 5 new characters, 5 new DLC characters, and if we include Piranha Plant as the, I guess, early release DLC character, we could say 6. But what's so notable about this is that we only knew that we were getting 5. We didn't know if we were going to have a season 2, if there were going to be Echo Fighters of the characters, and each character or in their respective Echo Fighter just count as one character as a whole, or just in general Nintendo's plan for DLC beyond the first Fighter Pass. Now, this wouldn't be uncommon for another season pass to come, especially with fighting games and just esports games in general. Games that are extremely competitive and that are in the esports realm need to provide continuous content or continuous streams of content to keep the players happy and to keep the game alive as a spectator sport. Because guess what? Video games have become spectator sports now. But one of the things that I think is interesting about this is that the data mine doesn't specify whether these are Echo slots or if these are original DLC characters. So could we be getting Echo Fighters alongside the 5 DLC characters we're getting? I mean, if you watched my last video, which you should, it's about Persona 5's Joker, or Persona 5's female alternate protagonist Joker joining the Super Smash Bros. Roster as an alternate costume. But I talked about the possibility, the small off chance that she could be an Echo Fighter, which she wasn't. But what if another character has an Echo Fighter? Or is Nintendo planning to release DLC characters outside of the Fighter Pass that they don't count as whole characters, but consider Echo Fighters of characters outside of them, within the main cast of the game? Like, say for instance, the biggest examples I can think of are Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man. It'd be so easy to make Shadow the Hedgehog and Silver the Hedgehog, or just other Sonic characters in general, Echo Fighters of Sonic within the game, because many of them can do the exact same things as him, especially Shadow, who has basically all the same abilities as Sonic plus more. And that isn't to say that the Echo Fighter has to be exactly the same. I mean, Ken and Ryu have technically different movesets in a way, Ken focusing on kicks and combo potential while Ryu focuses more on damage output and kill potential. And we've seen with Chrom that even entire moves can be different. And I wouldn't be completely opposed to this, to be honest, because making a whole complete original moveset for Shadow the Hedgehog, I feel would be stretching it to a degree. And then when we look at Mega Man, all they have to do are drop, and not even skins, but just remodel characters and give them the same moves. Give him X's moves, give him the Legends Mega Man's moveset. Heck, give us Mega Man.exe. That's all I want. Capcom and Nintendo, I know you can make a deal. Come on. When we really think about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we have to really look at this, I guess, entire roster of characters and realize that anything is possible and the possibilities are infinite. I mean, we got Ridley, and I never expected him to make it, and I'm not gonna lie with you. I really did not think that character was gonna get into Smash, and then it happened. I mean, on top of that, the fighters that I listed weren't just the only ones. I mean, we could see Zack Fair from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. We could see Jean from the Bayonetta series. It wouldn't be too far-fetched. That's all I'm saying. Before someone says, oh, we're not gonna see Jean, she's already an alt color of Bayonetta. I mean, Pit and Dark Pit have alternate colors that are extremely similar to each other. So I just think that's a non-argument. Fight me. Sue me. What you gonna do? But on top of this, you know, when you look at everything that we've seen with Nintendo recently, are these characters going to be free? Are these characters going to be paid for if this were the case? I don't think we would have to pay for them, considering if you look back at the way Nintendo has handled DLC for a lot of their other main flagship titles, most notably Splatoon and ARMS. With ARMS, they released whole characters for free as updates. And Splatoon got new weapons and outfits and maps constantly, and is still getting them constantly. Yes, we got the Octo expansion, and that was paid for, but that really was a game expansion and not your typical DLC. It really did add something new to the game and give it a new breath of life in a way. But hopefully, based off of this, we're gonna get some news soon. related to these dummy slots. Maybe we see the next character, maybe not Joker, but the next character have Echo Fighter or Echo Fighters of them. While I do think a portion of this, I guess, possible slots for Smash are going to be relegated to another season pass, I don't think it's completely out of the question that, you know, Nintendo and team would release free Echo Fighters for the mass to play. It'd be a really cool way to keep people who haven't even invested in the fighter pass invested in the game. But guys, tell me how you feel about this down in that comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think that they should implement free Echo Fighters alongside the paid for DLC? Do you think they have to? Or do you think they shouldn't do that at all and should just continue to give us fighter passes? Do you think any of the future DLC characters will be Echo Fighters? When I say be Echo Fighters, I mean of existing characters, like Shadow coming in and being an Echo Fighter of Sonic. Would you mind that? But guys, I really appreciate you watching this video all the way through. If you watched it, make sure you check out my video from yesterday on the Persona stuff. I'd really appreciate it if you could, and also watch my video on Super Smash Bros. Ultimates online. It's really, I feel like everybody should watch that because I think it's really ridiculous how bad the online in this game is. But again, that will be at the end of this video and in the description down below. And as a card, you got 3 ways to watch it. There's no excuse now. But this has been your man, Stick. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video out with your friends. Hot Faraga turns to Cold Blizzaga. Make sure you join my Discord because I keep you guys updated there, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. Hot Faraga turns to Cold Blizzaga. Make sure you chill out with some of my other videos. Peace. Kiss, kiss.